Linda Gould, who is the spokesperson of the Education Africa International Marimba and Steelpan Festival. Good morning. Welcome to Morning Live.
Good morning.
Let's talk about, you had the first day of the festival yesterday. How did that go?
It was hectic,
Yeah.
but in a very good way,
Yeah.
because it was phenomenal. Just seeing people pouring through the gates.
Mm-hmm. All right, so what inspired the festival?
You know, it's really to showcase South Africa's talent, but specifically with the marimbas, because the marimba does have an African origin. And I think with the marimba as well, it's very much a learning instrument. So yes, it is music, but the educational background to it is really quite exceptional with sequencing and patterning. And so it fits in with the educational system quite well. And we've been running a number of hubs in under-resourced communities. Yeah. So it's to bring those hubs together with other marimba performances.
So who's part of the festival? I mean, we've just seen you know, it's at the annual Education Africa International Marimba Festival, but who is part of the festival?
We have over, well, I should say actually close on 1,700 performers. All 9 provinces are represented, right. But we also have teams as far afield as Nigeria, plus Zimbabwe, Swaziland, Botswana. So it's really showcasing our talent, but elevating it to an international level.
What does this festival do, though, for marimba music in general?
You know, there is a massive growing culture of marimba playing in this country. And, you know, it's really an after-school activity that both boys and girls can participate in. And it really is growing year by year, because we've seen that with our first festival, we had just on 1,400 participants. This year, just under 1,700.
What are the lessons that have come from hosting it previously?
I suppose the biggest lesson really is that 2 days is not enough for this festival.
I was about to ask.
The composition competition we already had to run on Friday, so we'll probably have to look at increasing to 3 days.
Talk to us about the logistics that come with organizing a festival as big as this. I mean, you're talking about 1,700 people here that are just part of the festival. We're not talking about everybody else that comes with that 1,700.
We will start on Monday morning when we get back into the office. Yeah. We will start organising next year's festival already. And a big important part of it is to get the under-resourced schools. So as Education Africa, we need to fundraise for that. And that takes a significant amount of effort.
Speak to us about that fundraising bit of it. How do the schools have to raise their own money for their own equipment? How do you assist in that if you can?
With the marimba hubs, what's quite key there is we'll have a central location with a hub, and we'll have about 5 or 10 surrounding schools that will use that facility. But a lot of the schools in Johannesburg who have the equipment will bring that to St. Benedict's College. It's in a massive marquee. And so all the schools that travel from East London, Cape Town, Durban will use those marimbas. So luckily they don't have to transport them.
Talk to us about, I mean, Education Africa's work also includes international art and culture tours. Talk to us about those.
Yes, not this specific group that is performing today, but their colleagues have travelled with me to Austria and to New York. We've taken a number of other under-resourced bands to New York and to London. In fact, one of the bands from Stone Ridge performed the backing track with Gloria Gaynor in New York to I Will Survive. So that is also part of our arts and culture, and as I mentioned earlier, our hubs.
So if somebody's listening to this conversation and they want to be part of your next year's festival, how do they get a hold of you? What do they do?
They must email Education Africa. They can email us at mailbox@educationafrica.org.
All right, Linda, thank you so much for talking to us. Good luck with the festival today. Linda Gould is a spokesperson of the Education Africa International Marimba and Steelpan Festival that is currently underway in Bedfordview. It's St. Benedict's College in Bedfordview, Johannesburg.